left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Bridgewater. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. K.J. Hamler. 78 yards, and the Broncos have taken the early lead. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. Raiders nothing. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return forthcoming for Richard, as this will come out to the 25. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On play action, it's Carr. Got a man open, it's Darren Waller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They find some open field here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big run there. 29 yards and a first. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. Now a throw here to his running back. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Now Carr on the bootleg. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Bridgewater. He'll buy some time right. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Bridgewater now from the 50. His throw incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this 1st quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. To throw, Bridgewater. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. A 4th down pass interference call.
And everyone works hard on 3rd down. That's usually the money down. Get off the field. It intensifies when it's a 4th down. You think you've got it done. You think you've completed the play. Instead, you see a flag. Pass interference gives them a new set of downs.
Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Williams again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams punching it in from a yard away. And the Broncos push further out in front. No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
Jalen Richard going to take it out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Von Miller able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Well, when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. To throw, it's Carr. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Denver has Deontay Spencer deep to return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. There's Judy. What a grab that was. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're in a bit of a bind, a pretty big bind, down 20-0 as they start here on 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And he rifles one incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And it's 3rd and short.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Throw from Carr, complete to Renfro.
Complete to Hunter Renfro. It's a gain of 3. First down, Raiders.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Alexander Johnson. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the...
They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Now after the INT, it's Carr rolling to his left. And he will find his man Ruggs. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24. On play action, now Carr. It's complete to Brown, right side. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They fake the handoff. Now Carr on the move to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But things don't improve fast then. I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
McManus's point after is good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Jalen Richard going to take it out of his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action.
Jalen Richard going to take it out of his end zone.
The Raiders take over first and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he's only able to get it up to about the 2-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they can use something here on 3rd down. In his own end zone, it's Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Throwing now is Carr. And that is incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. is Carr on third down. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Two first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. And he'll find Ruggs on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Now Carr. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Jalen Richard going to take it out of his end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
To throw from his end zone, Carr steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting him.
0.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now they'll throw with Carr. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Alexander Johnson. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. Gordon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Hustling through to break that play up, Max Crosby. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
Yeah, they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And he is going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a mess that was.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Back near his goal line. Here's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. Flushed out right. Caught out right by Renfro. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. He's going deep for Brown. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down, Gordon once more. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 43 yards on the ground for him so far.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
That catch good for only a couple. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to